the boundaries and mindset tricks that I use to stay on top of all of my goals, even though I have a chronic illness that keeps me in bed for about 1 week out of the month. I also run an online business. I do content creation full time. I host retreats, and I'm also in the process of writing a book. So there's a lot of things going on. There's a lot of stuff that I'm trying to do. And a big theme of that is that I don't want to let my chronic illness hold me back, even though when I am not feeling well, I need to honor that. I also am really, really big on productivity and efficiency and energy management. I've been studying productivity and energy management for as long as I can remember in order to just make sure that I can kind of keep up with everyone else. I no longer have that limiting belief and limiting mindset of trying to keep up. I know that we're all on different timelines and I'm on the perfect timeline for me, but these are some of the things that have helped me when it comes to making progress on all of these different goals, being in the best physical health that I possibly can be given the circumstances that I've been handed, and all of that stuff. So if that resonates with you, make sure to follow me. The first thing is making sure that I'm protecting my peace. This is my number one priority. I do not do gossip. I do not do drama. If someone is constantly coming over and bringing their problems to me and their drama over and all of this like unresolved energy, I will address that with that person. And that's something that's really, really important to me. It's so important for me to have a healthy environment, whether that be an emotional environment, a mental environment, a social environment. I work from home, so having a healthy home and a healthy work environment is really, really important to me. Other non-negotiables that I have are healthy food. I make sure to have healthy whole foods every single day. I also eat a lot of junk food, I'm going to be completely honest, but every day I make sure to have at least some vegetables, some fruits, a smoothie, some protein that my body can actually utilize as fuel in addition to the junk food that I'm having. Another thing that I make sure to do is connect with friends as often as possible. I live alone. I work alone. Working from home can be very, very lonely, and it is so healthy and healing for the brain. It's actually energizing for your entire aura and your whole energetic field to just connect with people that you feel like understand you and you feel like get you. And for so many of us, we don't have people like that in our lives. That's how it was for me for so much of my life, and that's what led me to being on social media and connecting with people through social media. Those were the people that I felt like could validate me for the very first time in my life, could understand the things that I was experiencing, and I felt like we're experiencing similar things. So you can leverage social media, you can leverage your friendship and your social life in order to be a more healing environment for you as well. Another thing that I do is I make sure that my home environment is something that's actually giving me energy. I make sure to keep it super clean. I have Post-its all over with prayers and little quotes and like mindset shifts that I'm trying to focus on. All of this is so important to me. I have all of this different art from artists that I absolutely love that inspires me, and all of this is so important, and it's something that's often overlooked. We focus on self-love and self-care as like our facial rituals or our night routines and things like that. And while that is amazing, it's also really effective to have things around your space, around your home, that are little like golden nuggets that remind you that you actually do love yourself, that you actually do care for yourself. So every week when I set up my altar space and dust it off and I'm cleaning it, I do that with so much love in my mind and love in my heart, so that throughout the week, as I look at all of my things, I'm reminded of how much I love and care about myself. Another thing that I have as a non-negotiable or a boundary is I have like a weekly reset routine. And I've done this ever since I was very, very little, like before I ever started doing my laundry or anything, because I've always had so much going on in my mind that I would get kind of like lost in all of my thoughts. And it was really important for me to just write down at least 3 things that I wanted to focus on that week, or 3 books that I wanted to read that week, or 3 specific goals so that I could just kind of narrow it down. And over the years, as I've matured from childhood now into adulthood, that weekly reset routine has completely changed. And now it looks like making sure that I have outfits that are set up for the week, that all of the clothes that I wear to the gym and that I wear for my client calls and that I wear when I'm just doing like behind the scenes editing work and stuff like that at home, all of those types of clothes are cleaned and washed and folded and put away in a place that are really taken care of, so that when I need them, I just go into that room. I actually have a whole room where I use as a closet, but I can just go into that room and it reflects back to me how much I love myself, how much I set myself up to win. Another thing that I do on that weekend reset is I make sure that I have food for the week. I currently don't believe in meal planning for a lot of different reasons, or meal prepping for a lot of different reasons. So I don't actually pre-cook any of my food for the week, but I do go grocery shopping. I make sure that I have all of it available so that when I am ready to eat those meals and I am ready to cook, it is available for me. Other things that I do are I make sure that things are a lot more efficient. I call this luxury or efficiency, but another way of thinking about it is like I have a favorite hand cream that I love to put on before bed. I always keep that on the night table next to my bed. It's so important to have things that are accessible to you, that even in the shower, that you're not like reaching in all different directions trying to find all of your items, that you've actually set yourself up to win and you've taken the time to do that. This has helped me so much. And whenever I notice myself having a little bit of like free time or something like that, I'll just ask myself, what is something that you can do to start to improve your lifestyle or give yourself back more time or more energy? And of course, there's so many things that we can do with that. So yeah, all of that is really important to me. I guess the very last thing that I forgot is I go through my pantry, I go through my fridge at least every week, and I take out all the expired food, all of the old and rotting things, because everything really is energy, and I want everything around me to be lush and to be growing and to be a resource that I can use, not something that's just taking up space in my energetic field. So yeah, I hope that all of these tips have really supported you, whether you're someone who's also experiencing a chronic illness or struggling with productivity or wanting to do online full time and figuring out how to navigate all of your time and all of your energy. All of these non-negotiables and boundaries have helped me so much, and I would love to hear any boundaries or non-negotiables that you have that have helped you in the comments below.